All right, we're back again with try to do 3 more songs to help with the boredom of being quarantined or whatever it is we call it, being with the stay-at-home orders. Anyway, I had 3 songs picked out and then I changed my mind as soon as I turned on the amplifiers. So we're going to do these kind of cold, not practiced or anything, and see what happens. They're going to be songs about the mountains, and I don't know why that just struck me, but maybe it's because we want to get out and see the mountains. And this first one was written by Bill and Taffy, Bill Danoff and Taffy Nivert, which you may know. Bill Danoff wrote Country Roads for John Denver. John Denver also recorded this song, and another little story about Bill Danoff. I've actually performed at a couple of benefit concerts that he performed at as well. One in particular was back in 1990, and it was at the Royal 101 over in Old Town Alexandria. And they had 2 stages set up. One was set up outside in the courtyard, and the other one was set up in the ballroom. And I don't know Bill Danoff that well. I've met him like maybe 3 times, and just say hey, and he probably wouldn't recognize me if I saw him again. But anyway, I have mutual friends, and we have mutual friends, and they both, it turned out that both of us were on stage at exactly the same time. I was in the courtyard, he was on the main stage in the ballroom, and so my friends wanted to see both of us play, and so they were literally running back and forth between the ballroom and the courtyard to catch little bits and pieces of both of our acts. So anyway, I just kind of think it's funny that I was competition for Bill Danoff. That's kind of funny, Anyway. Well, I guess he'd rather be in Colorado. I guess he'd rather be out where the sky looks like a pearl after the rain. Once again I see him walking, once again I hear him talking to the stars he makes and asking them for bus fare. And I guess he'd rather be in Colorado. He'd rather play his banjo in the morning when the moon is barely gone. In the dawn, the subway's coming. In the dawn, I hear him humming some old song he wrote of love in Boulder Canyon. And I guess he'd rather be in Colorado. And I guess he'd rather be in Colorado. I guess he'd rather work out where the only thing you earn is what you spend. In the end, up in his office, in the end, a quiet cough is all he has to show. He lives in New York City. And I guess he'd rather be in Colorado. rather be in Colorado. Bill Danoff and Taffy Nyberg wrote that. So let's see, what was the other, I was going to do another mountain song. Oh, I know. This is a Kate Wolf song, so I don't know if I can do this one justice or not. But we'll see. I get to use the harmony pedal on this. This is. I've been talking in my sleep, counting troubles instead of counting sheep. Where the years went, I can't say. I just turned and they've gone away. It's gone away yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside. It's where the rivers change directions across the Great Divide. I've been sifting through the layers, dusty books and faded papers that tell the story I used to know. It's one that happened so long ago. It's gone away yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside. It's where the rivers change directions across the Great Divide. And now I heard the owl calling softly as the night was falling. With a question I replied, now he's gone across the borderline. He's gone away yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside. It's where the rivers change directions across the Great Divide. The finest hour I have seen is the one that comes between the edge of night, the break of day. It's when the darkness just rolls away. It's gone away yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside. It's where the rivers change directions across the Great Divide. It's where the rivers change directions across the Great Divide. Yeah, Kate Wolf, Across the Great Divide. I thought about that song today because I was thinking about riding my motorcycle, and I've crossed the Great Divide many times on a motorcycle, and many different places up and down the divide there. So this next song here, another one about the mountains, but this is about the Blue Ridge Mountains of West Virginia, and it was written by a friend of mine, Larry Daly, Larry Z. Daly. And little story about this. He was doing what we do here in Washington, D.C. If you live in this metro area, in October, it's like a rite of passage. You just have to go out to Skyline Drive and watch the leaves turn color, and kind of get your soul right, you know, from having to hang around the big city. And so Larry and a bunch of friends were doing that, and Larry was in the back seat of the car. And, so they'd gone out to the Blue Ridge Mountains for a little day trip. And it takes about an hour and a half to get out there. And then you ride down the Blue Ridge Parkway for about 30 miles and then take the back roads back home. But he was sitting in the back seat of the car on the way back from this day trip, and with nothing else left to do, and thinking about not wanting to go back into work in Washington, D.C. the next morning, he wrote this song in the back seat of the car on the way home. And normally when I do this, I usually have Carrie Colvin and Granger Helvey singing backup, but I've got my backup harmony box today, so we'll let that do the work. Another day in Washington, the sun is down, my race is run. I sit before the fireplace, just me and my guitar. Another day was spent in vain, I ran around and played the game. Now there's an aching in my heart, I'm tired to my soul. So take me back to the Blue Ridge of Virginia. Take me back to the place that I love best. Take me back to the Blue Ridge of Virginia. It's there that I'll put my heart to rest. The job was hard, but the work got done. Let's go out and have some fun. Let's go have a drink, they say. I'd rather run away. I'd rather breathe the mountain air, live my life without a care. I'd rather count the stars above, with silence all around. So take me back to the Blue Ridge of Virginia. Take me back to the place that I love best. Take me back to the Blue Ridge of Virginia. It's there that I'll put my heart to rest. Well, I've been to the Rockies and I've walked down by the sea. Through the White Mountains I have roamed. But of all the trails I've walked and all the places I have been, there's no other place that I'd call home. So take me back to the Blue Ridge of Virginia. Take me back to the place that I love best. Take me back to the Blue Ridge of Virginia. It's there that I'll put my heart to rest. It's there that I'll put my heart to rest. It's there that I'll put my heart to rest. Yeah, Take Me Back to the Blue Ridge, a song by Larry Z. Daly. Hope you folks enjoyed that, and I hope we can get back out and get back into the national parks and have some of those nice day trips again soon. Y'all stay safe out there.